I'm Sergeant Jason Tobbe with the Okolona Fire Department.
All right, nice to meet you, Sergeant. Just give us an overview of this unit here.
Well, this is our hazmat unit. What we will respond to on this is any hazardous materials leaks, chlorine leaks, diesel fuel leaks, stuff like that with overturned either like rail cars, semi-trucks, stuff like that. Basically, we just carry some generic stuff on here. Some different dome clamps. Everything's labeled on here. Some non-sparking tools.
Generator?
There's a generator on it. We've got a Midland kit that works on some of our tankers that run up and down the road. Overpack drums. Some different stuff to offload drums. We've got pumps and a bunch of different pumps. This is our chlorine kits here. We've got a B kit. There should be a C kit. There's an A kit behind it and a C kit's behind that one there. Basically those are for your chlorine cars and chlorine cylinders. This is the air compressor that we use to fill our air cylinders, which on the back of our air packs here. These cylinders come off and we can refill those using this compressor and a setup that's on the other side. We've got a command post back here. We keep different literature up there for our different chemicals and stuff. We've got radios. There's meters that are on that left side wall over there. Extra batteries. And then we have the Apparatus that we use when we're in our hazmat suits. The Apparatus here, we can actually use it to funnel us in and out of the hazmat scenes. We don't have to walk so much. These cylinders store the air that we use to fill the air cylinders up with, which is done in this system here. Basically, you've got an air cylinder. This is one that's not in a backpack. It screws into here, and then it rotates around, and it'll actually fill up using these gauges here, and we can monitor it fill up, and then you flip it around and do it again. This is the decon side of the truck. So anything over here is used to clean chemicals off of people, whether it be the rescuers that are going in or some victims that may have been in close contact with it. And then these here are our suits. We've got different levels of suits depending on the type of chemicals that we're messing with. And those are either, we've got some fully encapsulating suits, so everything's going to be inside the suit. Some of them are just kind of like coveralls. You can kind of see right there. Yeah. You know, they're just like coveralls. And then we've got some what are called level B. So our air pack's going to be exposed, and our mask is going to be exposed, but we're going to be in a suit itself.
Yeah, you put tape around everything.
Yeah,
sealed
and
off.
that's what this Chem tape is for here.
Yeah, you don't use regular duct tape, do you?
Yeah, no, that's it's a chemical tape. It kind of looks like duct tape, but it's specially made for the hazmat stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some chemicals that would eat right through duct tape. All right, check this one out.
This is our quint. It's a 105-foot ladder on top. We run this truck 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We carry pretty much anything that we're going to need on a fire scene or any other type of scene that we might make. This is our hose that we use to connect to the hydrant. There's 1,000 feet of it up in there, and that'll go from the hydrant to the truck to provide water from the hydrant to the truck. We carry extra ground ladders. This is the engineer's gear, so this is the guy that's driving the truck. This is where he keeps his gear. But we've got several different ground ladders, 24-foot, 14-foot. There's a folding ladder right here. We've got a 16 here and another 16-foot on top, and then a 35-footer. And we also carry different lengths of pike poles. Those are used to pull drywall and siding and everything. We've also got this stop here, which does a little bit better job of pulling drywall ceilings and stuff down. This side here, we've got our 2.5-inch line. This one primarily is used to bring a lot of water off of the truck, and then we connect in our 1 3/4 lines off of that so we can extend our reach of our hose. We've got an electric fan for removing smoke from a building. We've got a gas fan, does the same thing. This is called a positive pressure fan, where we actually increase the pressure in the house and it blows the smoke out. This is a negative pressure fan, so we actually just suck it out through like a window or something. And we keep tarps, we keep bleach for medical scenes that we may run across. We keep kiddie pools on here. This is for like diesel fuel, like an overturned truck or something. We'll actually put that down on the ground and we'll catch the diesel fuel so it doesn't run everywhere. We keep some rope in here. This is a utility rope. This is what's called a RIT kit, and that is basically a life-saving kit for the firefighters if we were to get trapped into a building, and that is just for us. This is our forcible entry and tool compartment. So anything on here usually breaks stuff. We've got some short pike poles, sledgehammers, some bolt cutters, pry bars. We just keep a whole different assortment of tools on here. And on this side, these are some of the more popular ones that we use more often because this actually swings in and closes. Yeah. But this is a Halligan tool, and that's a pretty good tool for forcing entry into a house. We'll actually use this and this flathead axe, and that makes one tool that we can use, and it's really effective. In here, this is our engineer's compartment. We've got some extra nozzles on here, some stuff. This is for electrical meters. When we have to pull the electricity from the house, we'll actually pull the meter from the base of that. We keep a cooler with some water and Gatorade and stuff in it. And then that's our electrical panel for all of the electric on the truck. We've got a generator on top that runs off diesel fuel, and that can provide power to a lot of different stuff on the truck. And then because, you know, if we make a house fire, we're actually disconnecting the power from the house, so we have to bring our own power with us. So we've got that. The pump panel here, this truck, like I said, it'll pump 2,000 gallons of water a minute. It comes in to the hydrant from here, and then the truck actually has a pump inside, and it increases the pressure, and it'll put it out any of these lines that we open up. We carry this has got what's called a CAFS system on it. It's a compressed air foam system, and it will mix water, foam, and air together, and we can use it. It makes it absorbs the heat a lot better than just water itself, and you know, it usually puts the fires out a lot quicker. Each one of our attack lines here has got the CAFS capability on it, and we can run straight water on it too. But we carry a 200-foot, 2.5 there. Both the red and the yellow here are 150 foot, and that's a 200-foot, all 1 3/4. Inside the cab here, the two rear-facing seats have got air packs built into them, and the red or the yellow knob that's up there is a release knob. And what will happen when you get on scene is you're already strapped into that. You pull that release knob, and it lets that pack go, so you can just walk straight out of the truck and have your pack on. And inside that box there's that's what our medical box is, or that is our medical box. We carry med equipment. We've got AEDs, suction devices. We carry some Narcan for heroin overdoses and stuff like that. And we also keep our ropes in there, some of our ropes that we use for hang rescue and stuff like that. The driver's seat here. And then we've got a 75-foot 1 3/4 bumper line here. And then this is a 25-foot 5-inch line that we can connect to a hydrant if we're close to, and it actually goes in through here, and we can run it straight into the truck. This is the officer seat. This guy here is basically in charge of the truck. He's going to tell the crew what the assignments are, make sure that they're carried out, and that's everything from the driver to the guys in the back. We've got a couple portable radios that we carry depending on where we're at, either in Jefferson County or Bullitt County. We've got our MDT up there, and that'll give us run information. It'll give us any information that they're getting from the caller while they're on the phone with them. It'll also tell us hydrant locations. It'll give us streets and locations, all the maps and everything will come up on that. And then this side is basically the same as the other. There's 4 portable radios on these trucks, so everyone that goes in the fire has a radio with them. And we've also got in that gray box, you can kind of see it sticking up, that is our thermal imaging camera. And it allows us to kind of see through the smoke. We can actually see different heat signatures, so you can see a person that you wouldn't normally be able to see through there. This side here is just some extra discharges. We've got three discharges here and 2 different intakes. We've got some power outlets here. This is a 100-foot pre-connected line for the rescue tools, which are right here. These are fairly new to us. We've had them somewhere around a year now. We've got a battery-powered combo tool. This is hydraulic, so all you do is change the battery out. And it's got just as much force as a hydraulic tool does, because everything's built into here, and it's portable. So this one here is a combo tool, so we can spread or we can cut with the same tool. We don't have to change tools.
And you don't have to take time hooking up hydraulic lines either. You can just grab it and go to work.
These are all hydraulic down here. That we've got our cutters, we've got spreaders here, and then we've got a ram here. Now the nice thing about these tools is they've got a quick connect on them, so we don't have to worry about shutting the line down. All we do is just spin it right on, it locks right on. So you don't have to shut the compressor down or any of that. But these are all for auto accidents, some extra cribbing. Sometimes it's just as easy to cut it with the Sawzall as it is with the big expensive tools. This compartment here got 3 different types of fire extinguishers. We carry this to clean up from auto accidents. That toolbox has got some different hazmat like plugs and stuff in it. In here we've got a lockout kit. This is for making sure that the electricity doesn't turn on, or gas or oil or water or whatever doesn't turn on. We can control it. A couple of toolboxes. It's a Sawzall, an extra section of hose for the hydraulic tools. And then back here we carry extra extension cords, because like I said earlier, we have to bring our power with us. These are some chalks that we use on auto accidents. They're actually folded up right now, that they'll unfold, and then we can use them to stabilize cars. And then we carry a couple of different saws there.
All right, awesome. Can we get a look at this one real quick?
Yeah. This truck here, basically the only difference is it's a little bit shorter. It's got just about all the same equipment on this truck.
Minus the ladder,
minus
of course.
The big ladder. It's got a couple ladders short on top. That actually will hydraulically lower down.
Yeah,
so
this one went to a house fire on my street a few months ago.
Yeah. But yeah, they've got all the same stuff here, just kind of laid out a little different. They've got their their hydraulic stuff here, a ram there. The rest of their hydraulic stuff's over on this side here, on the rear. This is a portable nozzle, and the nice thing about this is you can actually take it and set it down and just leave it, so you don't have to have somebody man it. Carry 600 foot of 2.5 and 1,000 foot of 5-inch on here.
Wow.
They've got their fans. This is all of their forcible entry stuff. They're on slide-out trays. They got 2 trays there. Rick kit, hotel pack. It's just extra hose that we use if we have to go in somewhere where we have to take our lines with us. the electric stuff. In here, this is where the engineer keeps his gear, along with all of the other appliances that they may need. The pump panel, with the exception of the wheel that's right here, is laid out identical. They both pump the same 2,000 gallons of water a minute. They both have compressed air foam systems on them. This one's got a hydraulic generator, whereas that one's got a diesel generator on it.
okay.
This is about the only difference. And then the only difference in the cab on this one is the cab is actually a little bit longer right here. So they've got 4 pack seats in this truck. So they've got 2 facing forward and 2 facing forward.
Yeah, the other one had 2 jump seats on the other side.
Yeah, and the air packs were below the jump seats on it. The engineer's seat is the same. And actually, these 2 trucks were built and bought at the same time. So they're the same age. That's why they're so identical.
Oh, you got an air outlet right on the side here. Air and electricity.
Yeah, that's the air outlet, and then we've also got an air inlet that's inside it, and that way we can keep the air brakes up so we don't have to wait for them to build pressure.
Yeah, I wondered about that because I know semi trucks always have to wait before they can move.
Yeah, when we get to the firehouse, we actually plug them in. The electric and air is plugged in so the batteries stay charged, because like on this truck here, we've got 4 portable radios, a 5-gas meter for hazmat, and we've got the MDT and the thermal imager that's charging. On the other truck, we've got all of that plus an extra radio that charges. So they take a lot of juice.
Oh, yeah, you
There's
gotta
6 batteries on the truck, and we've got to keep them charged. So when you plug in at the firehouse, all of that keeps it charged. But yeah, the rest of the truck, you know, like I said, they were bought at the same time, so they're identical. Except for, if you look at the roof here, the back part of the cab is actually taller in the back, and we couldn't do that because of the aerial ladder.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for the tour. I really appreciate it. You did great.
Thank you.